Yo, what's up, guys? So I've just been doing a workout. This park, so I'm just gonna make my way back now. Yeah, I didn't really feel like I was quite as strong on some of the things, probably because I was doing some of the things that I was doing yesterday that I was like trying them today, and I'm like, yeah, it's not really feeling it. So maybe I hadn't quite recovered, but sometimes I'll just kind of keep going, and like, even if some days I'm a bit off and I'm like, I'm still gonna like do it, because I'm like, I don't want to like be a pussy and just like not go as hard as I could, because I know that I could have done a workout, so then it's like, if I skip a workout, that now I'm gonna feel like I've just kind of, messed around. It's like some days there's like the excuses, say like if you've been quite busy and you've done like walking around a lot and you just don't really feel like doing it. That's fair enough, but unless you're absolutely like shattered, and it's like, it's like you can still probably get a bit of a workout in. A lot of people just want to make excuses, really, don't they? That's what I've come to realize. They just kind of like, they'd rather make excuses than actually put the work in. Because then you feel like, well, I could have done it, but but because I was like not feeling it, I was like, I didn't want to overtrain or whatever. And it's like, it probably wasn't even overtraining. It's like people will just kind of talk themselves out of things. So just be careful that you don't just talk yourself out of things all the time, because it's not good, is it? You just got to like hold yourself accountable and like realize when, are you actually like, is it that you actually can't do it, or are you just, is it your mind just like telling you, I can't be bothered, let's just take it easy? So there's times when you really do need to take it easy, but sometimes it's like we just kind of cave in and just kind of be like, oh well, I guess I'm tired today, I don't want to bother. Or unless you're really shattered and you just like absolutely need a rest day, then I don't see the need to do it. So welcome in, people. I hope you're all well today. I'm just making my way back into the city centre. I hope everyone's doing well today. If you've got any questions, put them in the chat. Thank you for the like, whoever that is. So guys, 10 watch hours away from 4,000, so hopefully I can get there tomorrow. Hopefully it's just that it takes a few days. I think it's like 3 or 4 or 5 days, or whatever it is, of delay between the watch hours you get and when they actually register, which is kind of annoying. Hello Ted VR, hello Cosmo, what's up guys? Hope you're all doing well. So just finished the workout, and yeah, it was alright, but yeah, I didn't feel quite so strong today. I don't know, probably because like I said, I worked out quite hard yesterday. Hello James Apperson, hope you're well. Good afternoon to you, hope you're having a blessed day. Just in Leeds at the moment, I'm just making my way back, so just been doing a bit of a workout. Pretty much almost like my entire body has been worked out today, so yeah, I'm pretty happy. But yeah, I did have a bit of like dead hanging. I thought I'd try that out. But I've discovered it's actually a good hamstring exercise when you tuck your legs in that way, when you curl your leg up. Whereas if you extend your leg out in front of you, that would be good for like your quads and your hips and all that. So it's just like I've been learning a lot about the body and the like anatomy and all that kind of stuff, like the mechanics of it, everything. Try and understand the way it all works, because you know that's there's a lot to learn, and when you understand these things, then you'll understand like how to do things properly. Okay, take care, Cosmo. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here, guys. That'll be really appreciated. Make sure you like the live. Got 7 people here and 2 likes, so just hit the like real quick. I remember that at one time I exercised hardest I ever ran to make sure that old lady didn't get the last bag of chips. Oh god. Anyway, so yes, that's Leeds over there. Yeah, so we're heading back into Leeds now. It's like pretty big towers, but so you get in your big cities, isn't it? Yeah. If I remember, they were like building a new one, which is said to be like the bigger, like the tallest building in Yorkshire or something. Well, I don't know if it's tallest building, but tallest like kind of like skyscraper or whatever. So yeah, just if you've got any questions, put them in the chat. Yeah, Manchester's got some pretty tall buildings, I remember, as well. So these big cities are just like, yeah. I'm not sure Leeds is quite as big, because I don't know, like I find like Manchester is like a place I can find kind of a bit confusing to get around. Maybe it's just the way it's laid out, I don't know, it's just I find Leeds a bit easier to navigate your way around for some reason, but yeah, who's in here then? But yeah, I just don't really like Leeds that much, to be honest. I just find it quite a hostile place. So I was talking about how the other day I was trying to busk here, and it was just like, I just find, yeah, it's not a very nice place. It's like got tags everywhere. Look at this. I mean, look at that, guys. I mean, I suppose there's some art to that, I guess, but it's just when people start trying to like write over it with the scruffy fucking writing, and it's like, I can appreciate art and stuff, but it just looks like disgusting when you get all these people trying to just then write over it, and just like, it just looks really trashy and just like disgusting. It's like, I'd appreciate stuff like, you know, like Banksy's art and stuff like that, but I left some comments about God and suffering. One of my comments was rather long. YouTube probably deleted it, possibly. So what was was this recently that you did that, or not? But the one about like, made about God and all that, it's just I was on a rant earlier about like how, you know, it's like how can it doesn't make any sense to me, like it just like, yeah, but maybe you can explain your point of view on it, but because it's like, to me, it's like you can't be all loving and all knowing at the same time, because it would contradict, is what I'm saying. But I was going to make more videos on this sort of stuff. I'm just like, because I'm trying to grow my channel at the moment. I'm just thinking like best kind of content, but I suppose it's got to be around what I want to do. It's just like, I notice a certain video seems to pop off quite a bit, and then some videos get fuck all views. Like some of my videos are getting like 30 views, and I'm like, really? My channel's got nearly 2,000 subs. Hello, Abhishek. No, I'm from England. Where are you from? So it's got like, yeah, nearly 2,000 subs, and I'm like, how is it that some of my videos can only get 30 views? Like, and some of these views aren't even coming from my own subscribers. So something's not right there. I don't know. It's just the algorithms have gone really weird lately. Like, one of my videos might get like nearly 2,000 views, then the next video gets 30. But yeah, I agree. A living God wouldn't allow so much suffering. It wouldn't make any sense. Yeah, it's this whole thing about like you're sort of like telling me that, like, well, not you, but there's people telling me that he'll let Satan have dominion over the earth, let him basically just destroy the earth, and because of free will, he's given him free will to impose on other people's free will. I mean, but it's not even just the devil, but just people in general who are evil. You know, it's just, but that's not free will if they are being, because the thing is, if you're saying that the devil's influencing these people, then how do they then have free will then if their mind is being altered by them, by demonic entities or whatever? I sometimes think maybe there is a super someone who made the universe, but deism or pantheism etc. makes more sense than personal god theism. Yeah, I've heard the theory about like that we're created by multiple gods, or it could be all a simulation is another theory about the, you know, like we could just be like in some computer simulation. At times it can feel like that because it's like, is this real life? I mean, it just doesn't even feel real at times. It's just like, what is going on? Like, this whole world is so fucked up, and I don't know, but that could just be the way it is. It's just nature. It's just, it's all about, you know, it comes down to, like, you could say the species that want to survive, it's like they'll do whatever it takes to survive and gain resources, because in primal times, the more resources you had, the more chances of surviving that you would have, and the more chances that your bloodline would survive. So that was the instincts of, you know, in the people to like gather as much resources. So then when money came about, then because that was seen as like a resource to have, like money, because it would buy you things. So it's like the brain sort of just sees it as like, oh, like how many resources can I get, because that's going to ensure my safety. But I don't know, it just, I sometimes feel like, you know, if God's so powerful, then why doesn't he like make it to where we don't even need to eat food or drink water to survive? Because, for example, there's places where there's droughts, and there's times that could be famines, and it's like you could just end up dying. Like, our bodies are so fragile, it's like they're just not, yeah, I mean, I appreciate the body in ways, but it's like there's a lot of limitations to the human body that's, yeah. Favourite English football club? I don't really care about football, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know. I try to keep an open mind. I'm not saying God doesn't exist or whatever, but the version of God that in the Bible doesn't sound right. It sounds more like, if there is one, then it's like basically the harvesting negative energy is what it seems like, because what other reason is there to have suffering? Some people say, oh, we live in a purgatory. It's like a place between heaven and hell, and it's kind of like we have to kind of make our decisions based on what decisions we make on earth, then we either go to heaven or hell. That's what some people believe, but I don't really buy that. Panpsychism might be true, but that's hard to explain in the space of a chat comment. Basically, the idea that all material has a spark of sentience, consciousness emerges as materials combine. Yeah, I've heard about that, but I mean, some say that like plants could have sentience and stuff, but I don't know. It's just I mean, I remember there was like Rupert Sheldrake, and I think he sort of like subscribes to that idea, I think. And I think, what was it, Terence McKenna and some of these like more kind of, you could say like more fringe kind of scientists, that like maybe like, you know, some of the quantum and stuff like that, and where they believe in things like you know, things such as, you know, morphic resonance and telepathy and things. I mean, I'm open-minded, but it's just, I have to see evidence of any of this stuff. But there's a lot that we don't know. It's like a lot of people have got certain senses, like ESP and things like that. So there could be something else going on, that like people might be picking up on energies and in the universe, and it could be whether it's a conscious energy or whether it's just a, you know, like they're picking up on some etheric kind of energy or whatever. It's like, so yeah, I try to, you know, keep an open mind to things, but I'm like, I can't deny the fact that there's horrible things going on in the world, like, because for me it's like, if God was all that powerful, then there wouldn't need to be pain. But oh, well, there needs to be pain in order for this to be good. But I'm like, if you're that powerful, then you would create a reality where that doesn't need to exist. It's like, oh, you don't understand God, blah blah blah. It's like they're trying to make you feel like you're just too stupid to understand. There's kind of like a way of trying to just be like, well, just you know, if you know what I mean. It's like, you just have to have faith, or just trust the process and whatever. Like, it's like the whole, remember that whole QAnon thing, trust the plan. Just like that. It's like with God, it's like, oh, just trust in his divine plan that, you know, I mean, I could argue about, you know, like spirituality, whatever, and maybe we have some purpose or whatever, but we can't deny that there's, you know, like negativity in the world, and maybe that's just something that has to exist in the physical world. I don't know, like that. But in that case, then you're not all powerful. If negativity has to exist, then you don't have ultimate power. So it kind of goes against that. This is kind of more of like a philosophical kind of talk, but in terms of like, you know, like power and what it means to be powerful, I guess it's just like what, because to me, if you're all powerful, then that means you can do anything. Like, that's kind of what we're sold, the idea that God could literally do anything. So whatever reality you could think of, he would basically make it happen, or she, or whatever. And the thing is, like, why is it always assumed to be a he anyway? Why is God a gender? It's like people are trying to like personify it like it's some kind of, got like human-like characteristics, such as forgiveness and revenge and things like that, and, you know, like all these different emotions and things. It's like, who's to say it has all that? Like, what? It's like, I don't know. It's just crazy, isn't it? Like it's like, I don't see any, like, you know, bearded man in the sky or whatever that's just looking down on us all. Like that. But I'm like, well, then who created God? It's like, oh, well, God didn't need to have a creator. So he just existed then. Well, if he didn't need to have a creator, then why do we need to have one then? Like, I don't understand, like, what, how can you be a creatorless creator? And I could argue that we are all part of God in a sense of like a collective consciousness, and there's all sorts of different views on like mysticism and like basically that the yeah, but But to me, it's like if your God is so powerful and so good, then yeah, why would there need to be all this pain and suffering? It's like there's a point where it's like, okay, they don't need to suffer anymore. It's like, if we do have to have pain, then do people need to be suffering for years on end? But yet some people don't suffer that much at all in life, if at all. Some people have a very easy life, and so why is it that some people have to suffer more than others? You know, like what is the point in that? That you got some people that are just absolutely crippled, they have a shitty life, and then they're going to get rewarded in the afterlife or something. Well, why should they have to go through bullshit? So it's just, I don't know. I think I have all these thoughts and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, to me it's just like magical thinking at this point. I'm like, to me it's just like, a lot of it's just cause and effect. It's just, you know, like you know, things happen because something else happened, but then you might say, well, what caused the first thing to happen? Like, let's say, or well, maybe there wasn't a start, maybe that time isn't real or something, and that, yeah, because time's kind of like a human construct, isn't it, really? And we all experience time from our own perspective. So basically, like, time is like, who's to say that your experience is the same time as mine? Like, we could all be on different timelines right now. So this idea that time is this linear thing, that who's to say it is that way? So I know it's kind of getting a bit deep, but I just don't understand, like, the need to have, like, children starving in Africa, for example, to have things like, you know, people in, like, whatever, Gaza or whatever, and they're suffering and whatever it might be, people just being, you know, sort of having their limbs blown off in a war or something like that. You know, like, what is the need for all of that? To me, anybody that would let that happen is a sadist. I mean, I should probably stop talking so much about this, but it can be kind of infuriating in a way, because it's just that I feel like more could be done. But there's actually this other exercise park up here, but I don't think it's as big. So I might just have a quick look. I think I've been before, but I'll just see what they've got. Bible stories are very poor attempts to make sense of everything, but I understand they didn't understand very much, so they were doing the best they could to come up with theories and stories. Yeah, because at the time it's like we didn't have the, like, scientific revolution and all that kind of stuff. It was like, you know, we just had, like, they were just kind of going off what they, you know, they were just going off what they thought at the time. So, like, we still have a lot of assumptions to this day that oftentimes it's just not true. So yeah, we have to just kind of keep in mind that like certain things could still be false. We shouldn't just take things as gospel even when they're assumed to be true. Like it's just yeah. But yeah, hope everyone's having a good day today anyway. Yeah, it's not a very big fitness park, this one, but yeah. What's this thing here? That's like for your legs or something. Doesn't look like it'll probably do very much. What is it? It's a ski stepper. So yeah, I could just give it a try, but yeah. Hang on. There's not really anywhere to put phone. Right. I just hold it a second. No. Right, I need to just like, I'll put it over here. But yeah, it's just like, yeah, the Bible is just kind of a collection of like, it's like with like things such as like the parting of the Red Sea. It's like that was like there's an interpretation of it, but parting of the Red Sea could just be like some kind of like mineral in there or something that made the Red Sea go red. Another thing is that some of these stories can be allegorical and not meant to be taken literally. So yeah, it can be a bit difficult to decode everything, but nah. Like, could do it like something to kind of secure your feet into or something, like, because it just isn't like, yeah, like if there was some strap or something to secure your feet into. But yeah, I don't know. What song is this? This is the Health Walker, it's called. There. Yeah. I mean, this is just like, really, because it's good for like, all that. It's kind of fun, I guess, but I was just saying, this is one of the most unforgiving environments on earth. Almost had my head knocked off by a Just Eat cyclist coming round the corner. Legend has it that if you get run into by a Just Eat cyclist, it could be fatal. Moral of the story, keep a lookout for Just Eat cyclists. So we've got to try and navigate through this sprawling metropolis. Lots of vehicles on the road. We've got to be careful not to get run over. Legend has it that you get run over on a busy road, that could end your life. Legend has it that more people die on the road than they do on the plains. So be careful when you're crossing the road, as you don't want to get run over. I've been Bear Grylls, born survivor. Gotta keep a lookout for those passers-by. You don't know which ones might be carrying a knife. Because if someone has a knife, that could be fatal. So I'm going to go find myself a bus. It's going to take me to safety. Get back to I don't know, just being a bit silly now, you know, but doing my Bear Grylls impression. Yeah, look at the towers, guys. Yeah. Not sure which one's the tallest. I think that one might be there. There's one up there. Can you see that one's quite a lot of stories. Imagine if you little squirrel gets here. Imagine having a fire on the top of a skyscraper or something, or a high-rise flat or something. That could be fatal. Yeah. Yeah. And you don't want that. Yeah, I don't know. I feel a bit, even where I am, I'm on I'm like on the 3rd floor. I'm like looking, like it's quite a long way to drop, isn't it? You know, it could be fatal. But they're saying, like, in the case of fire, that let's say you're on the 2nd floor, instead of jumping out to basically like to kind of like just basically lower yourself down and to where you're like hanging off the ledge and then just drop yourself off there. So there'd be a lot less impact on the ground basically. So the fires in the World Trade Centers on 9/11 2001 melted the steel, collapsed the towers. Everyone above those fires were trapped. Yeah, what do you think about it though? Because some people are saying that the official narrative of 9/11 is fishy, to say the least, and that it didn't really make sense from like a physical kind of, I don't know, like there's the whole thing about like WTC7, the whole suspicion, and yeah, I mean, like there's all these theories around it on it being an insurance job. There's other theories as well about it being used as basically another way to try and take rights from people. I don't know, but definitely I would say there's something enough, like whether it's that, for example, Bin Laden was some say he might have been like a puppet or something for like the CIA or something like that, and he was used as the pawn in the game to like bring about things that, for example, that they then tightened up security after all of that stuff. Yeah, well they were saying that some people saying actually it didn't melt the metal but it weakened it or something. So I don't know, like, I mean, cause I've heard them arguing that it could have been melted by, not like melted, but maybe it didn't need to be melted, but weakened enough to be able to have been bent so they could like pass through. I don't know, I'm not an expert on any of this, but there was a thing called Engineers and Architects for 9/11 Truth or something, and it was a group of people who had some credentials that they said that things were off. Because there was this whole thing about Building 7 and that it apparently fell at free fall speed, which seems kind of implausible, because how does it fall at free fall speed? Like and it falls straight down as well. The physics of it, I don't know. It doesn't really make sense, kind of like intuitively, like it. To amp up patriotism as a way to increase support of the administration. Think about like, oh look, there's look at Bin Laden or the terrorists and all that, and they're because oh look, we need to tighten borders up. So yeah, because I think that both the left and right are being used as like they're being used as pawns in the political game. So it's like a political chess game. It's funny how people saying Trump's playing 4D chess, but actually he's playing 4D chess with his own people. That's the reality of it. People don't realise that all these people they're all in it for their own agendas. So yeah. Wasn't the fuel that melted the metal that thermite and explosives detonated after the collisions? Right, I mean, yeah, I've heard the stuff on thermite and I don't know like enough about it, but yeah. Obviously there's a lot of like physics going on, it's quite complicated, so I haven't got enough knowledge to say for certain, but yeah, it's just like whether or not, you know, like